McLaughlin.
Good evening, Manchester! Are you ready for an opening act you've never fucking heard of? The disappointment was palpable. And I get it, of course. The fucking lights go down and you hear Ricky's voice and a total nobody walks on set. Who is this prick? Looks like Lionel Messi on heroin. What's going on? My name's Sean McLaughlin. It's a pleasure to be here in Manchester. I love this city. Give me a cheer if you live in Manchester. Wonderful city. I love it here. I love everything about it. I love the Arndale Centre. I love the... It's good to be here. It is. Give me a cheer if you don't live in Manchester. What a shithole this place is. Honestly, what is going on? There was a fucking cultural hat of the fucking night. I saw a bloke punching a bus earlier. I thought I was going to heart attack. This place is like fucking Jerusalem if Jesus turned water into meth. I can't have it. I live in South London and I'm saying that. No, of course I like it. It's a kindred spirit. Well, my name is Sean McLaughlin. I'm going to open the show. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a beautiful venue. I do live in London. I live with my wife. I tell you that. I'm happily married. Sorry, ladies. Very happily married. Now, that might be a surprise to some of you. I do give off what one police officer described as an extremely divorced energy. I love my wife, no respect. We've got a few problems, of course. Got a few problems, me and her. The biggest problem me and my wife have is her name. My wife is a wonderful woman. Her name is, genuinely, Alexa. And people can't handle that. They can't. Every day. What's your wife's name? Alexa. Huh? Like the Amazon product? No, like the name, you fucking twat. It's a name first more than a product, isn't it? Now, fair enough if you said, what is your wife's name? And I said, my wife is called Dyson Airblades. Now, fair enough. But we live together, me and her. Our neighbours, they don't know her name's Alexa. They're thinking about the product first as well. I don't know what sort of fucking life they think I'm leading, hearing me through the walls. Every day they just hear these weird commands coming through. Alexa, why do you always undermine me? Alexa, when will my dreams come true? Alexa, the condom's split. Is there anything in you? I think he's fucking a robot next door. But no, I am married. I do. I love my wife. I love my wife. Now look, I don't want to go on about it. It's stand-up comedy. I don't want to get too corny. Genuinely, I'm going to be sad when she leaves. It's going to be hard. Which she must. Not because I'm a great husband, but because she's better than me. And I think if you're better than someone, you leave them. Would you agree with that? Fucking hard no from the people of... There's a lot of wives and girlfriends in here going, what? Is that an option? Yeah, it is. I don't think that's controversial. I've had ex-girlfriends in the past, they left me, they were better than me. My last girlfriend before I met my wife, I left her because I'm better than her. No, look, I hate talking about people like that, but she's the worst human being who's ever fucking lived on earth. I'm better than that. I would describe my ex-girlfriend morally, I would say she was Saddam Hussein, right? But if he was really leaning into it, like if he was really... You know, like she used to say this a lot. She used to say, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Which first of all, uh-oh, cunt alert, miss the signals, listen. I hate that phrase anyway. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. It's stupid, because your worst and your best are linked in life, aren't they? They're linked. But no one's that complicated. Most of us are pretty simple at the end of the day. No one's kicking puppies on a Tuesday, curing cancer on a Wednesday, you know? And my ex-girlfriend, at her worst, she would get aggressively drunk, she'd lower my self-esteem, she'd hurl abuse at my friends and my family. At her best, she wouldn't. So I left, as my wife must leave me, and I love my wife, but she deserves the best. She deserves a husband to be proud of. A husband to go, look at my husband, look at those teeth, my God. You know, his laptop case isn't just a pizza box. Instead, what has she got? She goes, this is my husband, he's an unknown comedian. He used a debit card to cut my birthday cake. 4 years ago, he accidentally took ecstasy because he thought it was ibuprofen. That's not even a fucking joke, if I'm honest. Genuinely, a friend round for dinner, there was a bit of a mix-up. I double dropped ecstasy pills at 9:30 on a Sunday morning. Do you have any idea, Manchester? I came up in home base. Do you have any idea? I was with my wife. She was like, are you okay? I was like, you have got to feel this grapple. But that's Alexa. That's fucking big tech. Got by the balls, big tech. Never gonna let go. Never gonna let go. These tech companies. Never. They're relentless. They're like, look at Google. Ultimate tech company. They still advertise. Think about that. Google still advertise. What is your problem, Google? Who has slipped through the net? Who is watching an advert for Google today going, Google? Jeeves, is this true? Every once in a while there's this movie in there. Quit Facebook, quit Twitter. You should do all that. They're not a nice company. You can't quit Google. Where are you going to go? Someone last night shouted out, ever heard of Bing? What? Have you ever heard of self-respect? I'd rather be dead than Bing anything. No, Google, most powerful company of them all. Most powerful company. You know, they know us. They know you all. Every time you type a question into Google, they keep it, they build a profile of the person who asked the question, they know who you are, but they don't know me, I tell you that. Google don't know me. So they don't realise, so I spend an hour every morning feeding them false information about myself. Yes, the only way to win in this life. Every time I have a genuine question I need to ask Google, I ask 5 buffer questions I have absolutely no interest in, just to put those sluts off the set. It's not an easy life, but I do it for you. I sit down in the morning, whereabouts in France was Napoleon born? Can you visit Napoleon's childhood home on Corsica? Vegetarian restaurants near Napoleon's childhood home. And then I get down. Do turtles come? Images. It is the only way to stick it to the man. And you've got to stick it to the man, right? You've got to stick it to the man. Fair fucks, alright, you don't have to. A lot of people in this room don't know actually we like the system exactly as it is. Go fuck yourself. Why do they advertise? That's what I'm trying to say. Why do Google advertise? I see adverts for Google every day of my life. Every day. I saw one this morning. I was on YouTube. I was watching this turtle thing. It's none of your business, really. And before the video, there was an advert for Google, which is very surreal. So I'm sure you know this, but Google own YouTube. So it's very surreal when they're going, hey, go on Google. It's like, I'm fucking here, I'm on it. How much more can I give you? How much more of me are you going to take? You do it all. You do my email, you do my calendar, you take me around town, you've got photos of my cock. How much more do you want from me? Everything's changed. Everything changes in life. It's mad. It's mad. I thought my adulthood would be adventure. Same in the 70s. It's just my phone and my sofa. That's all my life is. It's my phone and my sofa. 90% of my day is my phone and my sofa. I'd be ashamed to let my sins live the way I live. I really would. Never going to get easier, man. It's never going to get easier. I can't remember my dad when he was my age. I can remember my dad when he was my age. I'm in my 30s, by the way. I'm 35 years old. Happiest I've ever been. I'll say that. Not because my life's improved in any way, shape or form. I've just finally lowered my ambitions enough that they fit this shit. You know, this is what I wanted to be when I was a kid? This is what I wanted to look like? Fucking Roald Dahl character on a come down. This is what I wanted to be? Rodney Trotter's terminal nephew. I hate all of you for laughing. But I'm happy. When my wife's 36, she's struggling. She keeps saying, I can't be 30, I don't feel like a grown up. That's not how life works. Just because you don't feel like something doesn't mean you're not something. You know, I don't feel like a tax avoider. It doesn't change what I am. But I thought I would be more, of course, that's right. Not all that we lose our ambition. I thought I was a genius. All through my teens and 20s, I thought I was a genius, despite all evidence to the contrary. I thought I was a great mind, despite being described by one of my university professors as, and I quote, the worst student I have ever encountered in life or fiction. So where are you? We have it in a go. No one knows where it goes. So let's have a look. We're all in our seats now. Let's get a sense of what we've got in tonight. Give me a cheer if you're in your... Sure, you don't have to get in the question. Finally! Give me a cheer if you're in your 30s or older. Give me a cheer. Give me a cheer if you're in your 20s. That's where it gets interesting. Give me a cheer if you're in your teens. Hey, get out! Not because I don't want you here, but you're fucking wasting it. It's going to go. You're murdering poppers. So where are you? 1 minute you're 19, you're smoking spliffs in your bedroom, you're saying things like Kings of Leon can change the world. You know you're 35, no media energy's knocking at your door, you're pretending you're Spanish, you don't have to give a meter reading. Now we're cooking. Things fucking change, they change. And do you know why? Because we're emotional creatures. This is something I've just figured out. I used to believe in people. I used to believe that we were logical, that we could think things through and everything would make sense, but we're emotional creatures. We're emotional beings, and so it's chaos out there. Nothing makes sense. They sell matches at petrol stations, and no one seems to think this is an issue. Now, I was listening to the radio recently, and they were talking about cannabis legalization, right? And there was a guy on there making good points. He kept saying, look, there's no logic to the fact that you can buy alcohol in this country legally, but you can't buy weed, which is a far less dangerous drug. Some of you might agree with that. Some of you might disagree with that. The thing is, that argument ignores all the millions of things that we can buy, that there's absolutely no logical reason for us to be able to buy. But yeah, you can't buy weed, maybe you should be able to. Do you know what you can buy? Do you know every single person in this room could buy tomorrow, if you wanted to? And there's no debate as to whether it's right or wrong. A horse. You've taken that very well as an audience, I've got to say. You know what a horse is, right? You know, a horse is a massive furry van with no respect for human life. Stand behind it, kicks you in the head, you're just fucking dead. And anyone can buy one. Anyone can buy a horse. Anyone can buy a horse. Am I the only person who finds this fucking mental? Anyone can buy a horse. Give me a cheer if you own a horse. That is fucked up. I live on a third-storey flat in South London. I could buy a horse, ride down the high street, take it up a lift, and I've broken 0 laws. It's hard to buy fucking scissors in this country. Maybe you don't believe me. But frankly, I didn't believe me. I wrote this joke, I didn't believe me. I was like, come on, Sean, come on. You can't just buy a horse. You've got to need land or permits or something like that. So I went on the RSPCA website. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, right? And according to the RSPCA, not only can you genuinely just buy a horse, right? They fucking sell them. I am not making this up. Do you know how much it costs to get a horse from the RSPCA? How much it costs? £40. For a horse. You know what a horse is? Manchester. When word gets out that it's 40 quid a horse, things are going to change in this country really fast. I mean, for a start, Uber has finished, it's over, no more. You think Friday nights are rough as it is, where does every stag do has got a steed? Dressed up like a minion for some reason.
That's about it.
Maybe be the best thing that ever happened to us, go back to horseback, think of all the problems it can solve, you know. Cost of living, inflation, I'm worried, you're worried, petrol prices through the roof. People are scared. How am I going to get to work? I can't afford my car tax. What am I going to do? £40 horse. That's what you do. What pay for it? No, it's not for life. You've got to feed a horse. You've got to clothe a horse. Here's the thing with a £40 have balls. No, you fucking don't. My load here is 40-pound horse. £40 is nothing. Just leave it at the side of the road. It's like those scooters. I'm offering solutions. Don't you forget that. No, I'm an emotional creature. We all are, but I am all emotion. I accept that. I'm all emotion, I'm no logic. These days, I don't even wait to the end of the sentence before I decide whether I'm getting good news or bad news. I just know, I rush to. I'm not the only one, I think. I've got a joke I think sums this up. And in order to tell you this joke, I'm going to have to reveal some information. It is secret, so let's keep it in the room. But it has recently emerged that me and my wife are expecting a child. You have to let me finish the sentence. We're expecting a child to make some pretty serious accusations against me.
Hi.
A good crowd, emotional people, like, hey, brilliant, oh, wait, this is blood, oh, fuck, he's so I like that joke. It's sort of offensive that it isn't, you know? So I don't really do shock comedy, you know, it's not my style. Yeah, there's debate at the moment, shock comedy, is it right, is it wrong? And you bought tickets for tonight, your positions are very clear, I think. What's the main thing for me is I think it's boring. I think a lot of people do it quite badly. Like, anyone can do it easily. You know, anyone can just use shock words, trigger audiences' emotions, nervous laughter. You just go, because also, use your head. Murder, far worse act. You know, murder is the worst thing that a person can do. But the word murder can shock us. Like those other words. It's far more socially acceptable. Yeah? But if you don't believe me, let me ask you a question, right? Do you think that Sophie Ellis Bextor, would have had anywhere near the level of success that she had if she released a single called Pedophilia on the Dance You're going to burn that goddamn house right down, don't you? They're doing it. Certainly don't think Agatha Christie was ever going to write a Poirot story called Necrophilia on the Orient Express. What's the twist? You're all fucked in, is that the twist? That's an example of a joke I wouldn't tell. So I don't want to be part of this intensification of the language, the way we all talk to each other, way too fucking intense. Especially online, on Instagram. And I'm off Instagram, I make that clear. Look, do I still have my account? Yes. Do I post every day? Yes. But I'm off it. Please follow me, actual local comedian, after the show. But be careful. Now look, I've got one comment on Instagram. Now I worry this comment is at best lazy, and at worst possibly quite sexist. But hear me out. Because I said it to my wife, and she said, that's a really good observation. If you get a lovely crowd, you should try it out with them. And you're a lovely crowd, so do you mind if I do it? Right. Women? Right. Now, hear me out. I just think the way that women interact with each other on Instagram is way too fucking intense. It needs to be dulled up. If I post a photo on Instagram, I'll get a couple of comments. My friends might write, telling me, oh, what time's the dog parade? It does happen. It doesn't fucking matter. My wife posts a photo on Instagram, her friends react, and we are living in epic Greek tragedy. She posts a normal photo of her just in the park. Someday, her friends will say things like, once again, your beauty has rendered me speechless. I will place a dagger in my heart if you don't tell me where you got those dungarees. Surely only Zeus himself has enough fire emojis to do justice to your hair. So there you go. I'm going to go in a second. You've been an amazing crowd. My name is Sean McLaughlin. I am on social media. It'd be nice. Hey, try and spell my name. That'd be a fun game to play, right? Go online, try and spell it. Sean McLaughlin. It's a complicated name to spell, but I think you can do it. I don't think I've nailed this sales pitch. But you're a wonderful crowd. Vicky's going to come out in about 20 minutes, blow you away. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.